Hi guys, Alex still filling in for John. Welcome to the Great Lakes Fisherman's Digest Hot Bites Report. This report on Wednesday is coming to you from the Great Lakes Bay region, specifically talking about the Saginaw River. Yes, we know there's a ton of people starting to hit the water, and we know that the Saginaw River, as soon as it gets ice and it's safe enough, the crowds start showing up. Our report's coming right now from the Z Bridge area, where if you're familiar with the area, it's always a hot spot, open water or ice fishing. It doesn't really matter. But try to move away from the crowds. There is a lot of pressure, so don't be scared to try other areas. Don't just follow the pack. What's working right now are number 5 and number 7 jigging wraps, tipped with minnows. If it's a full minnow, a half minnow, the head or tail piece. Personally, I like to use the head pieces. And if you save your tail pieces, salt them and use them next time out. Just trying to cure them as best you can. The bite started as soon as the sun came up the last couple days. Again, as those people are starting to walk out on the ice, the bite is really starting to pick up. So try to get out there early, be safe. There's a ton of current, so please take your time. Blue and chrome jigging wraps are working the best as always. If you're familiar with the river or if you're new to it, that's the color to have. Fire Tiger and Wonder Bread has also been producing very well, still tipped with a minnow. Bigger fish, you don't really need to entice them that much with the minnows, half or full piece. But again, take your time, make sure you're working the full water column, but most of those fish are coming 1 to 3 feet off bottom. The current has been ripping the last couple days, so please take your time and also make sure your transducer and electronics are set up. Use your electronics. If it's Garmin or if it's whatever it may be that you have, use that. Make sure you punch a few holes and make sure that you're actually staying with your jig, and so you're marking effectively. Fluoro leaders right now are very important with all the pressure of the people being out there. I personally like to use any kind of braid to cut the current, and then if you tie a uni knot or use a barrel swivel to make that fluoro leader all the way down to your jig or spoon. Again, with that current, spoons have not been very effective. They've been swinging too far out. So jigging wraps have really been the key. If you guys are looking to get out, Z Bridge, there's a couple launches there. Just be careful, and again, get there early enough so you get a parking spot and can get on that bite as soon as the sun comes up.
Midwest Steel Carports is Michigan's premier steel building manufacturer. We manufacture and install custom steel buildings throughout Michigan. Our engineer-certified steel buildings are fully tailored to fit your every need, and our up to 40-year warranty protects your investment. From residential storage sheds to commercial warehouses, let our team work with you to find your ideal building. For more information and pricing, visit MidwestSteelCarports.com.
Our second report for Wednesday is, again, coming from a guest reporter, Justin from Allegan County. We are loving the reports, especially out of this area, central Michigan. There's a ton of people looking to get out, but they're also looking for safe ice. So Justin, thank you for sending this to us. 4 inches on most lakes in the area. Please use a spud when you're going out and punch a couple test holes to make sure that you're not near a ton of current or a spring, and know your location. There's bait shops in the area to give a call to, so maybe call someone you know or a local bait shop to get a good report and to get a little more knowledgeable on the area you're going to be fishing. For central Michigan right now, around Allegan County, pan fishing has been very good, but again, you're going to have to work for them a little bit as pressure starts. We're in first ice phase, but there's a lot of people trying to get out, and they're very excited to get out. So take your time, use your electronics. Pan fishing in this area, most are being found, bluegill and crappie being suspended in deep water if it's 10 plus, but typically this time of year it's going to be 15 to 25, and they're going to be suspended anywhere from 5 feet off bottom to even 5 feet underneath the ice. Basic presentations, 4mm tungstens with plastics and spikes and mousies. Your typical colors, Wonder Bread, Fire Tiger, Glow White. Just keep it simple. Don't try to overwork it, and don't give them something that's going to make those fish uncomfortable or make them try to be too aggressive. Our electronics right now are a must when you're fishing suspended fish. You can get them guessing, but knowing where those fish are at means the world. We like to use Garmin Live Scope. It saves you from punching 100 holes and maybe only keeps you down to using 30 holes a day. So if you have something like that, use it. If you have a standard flasher, use that as well, just to mark those fish and where they're going to be off bottom. Slip bobbers can be very good this time of year for crappie, so don't overlook using perch minnows, and just don't always stick with just the smaller tungstens as well. But make sure you're moving and staying on those big schools of fish in those big basins, especially in those smaller lakes. Just cover as much water as you can. Try a light presentation first, light jigging strokes. Don't make them chase it too much with all the pressure being out there. Especially in this early season. They tend to be a little dumb, but fish do move a ton with pressure. If you are lucky enough to get on a lake where there isn't a lot of pressure and you're trying something new, try to be a little more aggressive. Start on bottom, make them chase it. When you jig, feel like you're bringing up 8 to 9 inches at a time and really get those fish chasing, and see if you can get them to commit to it a little bit higher up in the water column.
Wyandotte Lure manufactures soft plastic baits and fishing tackle right here in the Detroit area. Our famous original Wyandotte worm and the new Motor City minnow are made with our own special blend of material that is soft enough for a fish to bite, but durable enough to use all day. Our baits are available in over 30 different fish catching colors. Just another reason why Wyandotte Lure is known as the king of the river. Go to WyandottLure.com or ask for them at your local bait and tackle store.
From all of us here at Great Lakes Fisherman's Digest from the Hot Bites Fishing Report, we thank all of our guest reporters. Again, it means the world to us that you guys are willing to share this kind of stuff with us and information to get not just us, but other people out on the water. If it's new or veteran fishermen, we love to see it. Stay tuned for tomorrow for Thursday's Hot Bites Fishing Report.